Hi, I'm Dr. B. Ravi Kumar, Department of ECE, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. In this lecture, I'm going to discuss question bank question from Module 4, Object-Oriented Programming. The question is here, what problems might arise if multiple threads write to the same file simultaneously without coordination, which belongs to the thread concept, also multiple threads accessing with the same resource. In a previous lecture also, I've said what are the problems which we faced and how to overcome when multiple threads are accessing with the same resource. So one of the question in the question bank we are going to discuss now, but the situation is different with the file. What problems might arise if multiple threads write to the same file simultaneously without coordination? And what is the solution and how can we give the answer with the coordination of multiple thread? Basically, we have a different types of problems that may arise when we access multiple thread to the same resource. One of the problem is data corruption. When multiple threads write to the same file simultaneously without coordination, they access the shared file at the same time. Since the file writing is not automatically synchronized, or since the file writing is writing the same file with the multiple threads without coordination, the output can become unpredictable. Okay. One of the unpredictable output is data corruption. Suppose we have a created thread 1 in a Java program and we have created another thread 2. I want to write the text like this thread 1 and the thread 2. I want to return this statement or this text into the file, same file. File name is maybe output.txt. Whenever thread 1 want to write the thread -1 and the thread 2 want to write a thread -2. We are expecting that thread 1, suppose in a particular schedule, thread 1 accessing and output is expected output is thread thread-1. And then thread 2 is maybe accessing, then the thread-2. This is expected out, but due to mismatching of synchronization between the threads, the possible output is thread, then capital thread-1d2. So mixing of data corruption. So here it is D is missing and that D comes at the thread like here. So the expected output is the thread -1. Then after that next thread output is we want to write the text into the file is thread -2. But you will get this answer. So the data may get corrupted. This is the first case that arises due to synchronization missing between the threads. The next problem which arises is lost data or overwrite within a file. Once we return some text, whenever accessing the other thread, that thread might overwrite with the existing text. One thread's data may overwrite another thread's data. Is nothing but we can represent it with the lost data. Some information disappears in this case. The example of this lost data when you are trying to write Java program with the multiple threads accessing with the same file. Let us example, thread A writes hello. This is the text I want to write from the thread 1. Next, thread B writes world. Finally, the final file might contain only world because we have lost data instead of hello world. The file contain these two text. That file name might be anything like output data txt. The output file should contain this one. But what happened? The output only you got only world. The thread A writes hello, thread B writes world, but the file might contain only world. Here it is missing of hello, nothing but last data. Maybe sometimes it might occur due to misunderstanding of synchronization of that thread 1 and thread 2 or thread A and thread B. This is the second problem which arises. Next, another problem which arises, which means incomplete or partial writes. One thread may interrupted while writing the other thread. So we are not providing a proper time schedule, or we are not providing a proper synchronization. So maybe one thread may interrupt with the other thread. So that not completing of the first one. The second one may accessing, and without completion of the first one, second thread access and write the text into the file. The example of this incomplete is we have expected that Java programming. This is what that output is expected, but the possible output is Java Pro. So only this till this text only it is going to write. The remaining text may missing or incomplete because of in between the other thread might access, another thread might interrupt it. So the remaining characters are lost because of incomplete writes. So data corruption, data lost, and incomplete writes. Next, random order of data. Sometimes the random order of data might display in the output. Whenever we are show that output file, it shows that the expected output is the order of lines become unpredictable. For example, you want to print the data which is written from the different types of threads. So you the student 1, student 2, student 3. Actually, we expected a student 1, student 2, student 3 by calling the thread 1, thread 2, thread 3. But the actual output due to the missing of synchronization, student 2 comes first and then student 1 last. You got student 3 text output. So this order of data missing, order of data become random. So we are not getting the order which we wanted to print. So this random order of data is also appear in the problem. If you see Java example for multi-thread access to the same file, I'm not showing exact from first line to the last line. I'm showing only the part of the program which is more important to understand that the multi-thread accessing. Here we know how to create a thread with the help of extend keyword and interface implements keyword. So here class file task, I am creating a one file just before this line. My class name is file task. So this this file task class file task extend thread, inside this extend thread class we have a run method. Okay, so in the run method, so in this example, because we are dealing with that files, so it is better to put that program inside the try catch block. That's why I'm putting the try block in the main program, and catch block in case any mishandlings occur due to files, that will be automatically catching over the catch block. So in this slide, I'm showing only in the try block, the try block which consists of only the lines of code which we are going to execute. So here we create a file writer. So we create a object for file writer. File writer fw is equal to new file writer, and provide the file name output.text comma true. So every time that output.text you want to write something, that is automatically go and write the data into the output.txt. So character by character the stream is coming and checking and write that character by character. So here f.write method. So the write method we need to fw is the object reference variable of file writer, then through which fw.write method that can write the data. So here what I want to write is the inbuilt line, the inbuilt method is thread.current thread. So it is giving the thread.get name plus line number. So each time in the iteration I is equal to 1. So it will print that thread, thread 0, thread 1, hyphen line 1, thread 2, hyphen line 2, till 5 times it will. Every time one thread is accessing, it will print 5 times basically. Another thread accessing, that thread again will print that 5 times. So in order to slow down writing, because of text, thread.sleep we are providing some time, 50 millisecond to print it for the slowdown of the operation. So this is actually the task which we are going to do it. Write some text into the file. So here this is the main class. In the main class we create a thread object through which we can accessing the start method. Public static void main. We creating a 2 objects for file task T1 new file task T2 new file task of. In this case what happened, we are accessing T1 and set name, whatever the set name here, that is get here in the run method, get name, you get that same name. So thread hyphen 1, T2 dot set name, thread hyphen 2. Whenever we create an object with a name, then whenever trying to access T1 dot start of method, this start of method is the way to running the thread. So T1 dot start of method, whenever T1 dot start of method, immediately that goes to run method, then run method class and run method executed. Inside the run method, what are all the lines of code, like creating a file writer and object, and for loop, using for loop character by character, it will print it. So streams are coming. How many times it is printing that the words thread 1, thread 2. For example, T1 dot start off. Whenever T1 dot start off, control go to run. Control comes to run method. Inside the run method, we have a file name. Yes, we have a file name with objective file writer object, file name output.txt. It is using the file for loop. How many times that write method accessing? 5 times. 5 times write method accessing. Each time thread dot current thread. What is the current thread? Dot get name. Current thread dot get name. Thread 1. Thread 1 hyphen line, text line. This line, what is the I value is first one, line 1. Next for loop is iterated. Thread 2, line 2. Thread 3, line 3. Like that we are expecting. So our expected output is thread 1, line 1. Thread 2, line 1. Thread 1, line 2. So actually this is possible output. So how can that our Java program will come? Thread first time 1 accessing, scheduled 1, and second time scheduled 2, third time 1, next to 2, 1 or 2. Like that it will schedule and it will print it. But what we are expecting, one time thread 1 is accessing the run method, for loop is automatically executed 5 times, thread 1 5 times, thread 2 5 times. But because of this multi-threading access with the same file without coordination, you got the possible output is this one. But what we are expecting, the synchronized. One thread is completion, then after that next thread is going to execute. So using the synchronization, when we use the synchronization, again I am showing the partial code here. Whenever I want to in the run method, I want to run this file that I want to run this method thread.current thread get name. So using the calling method, my method name is write to file. So file.write to file, I call this method. Inside this in that method, this write to file method, I am using the synchronization. Use the keyword. This is the keyword which we are used to avoid the mismatching or avoid the multi-thread accessing with the same variable, whatever the problems we face. Avoid all the problems, almost all the problems with the help of synchronized keyword. So before the one method, we use the synchronized void write to file. Inside the write to file, again we use also throws keyword. Here in this case, we create a file, and using the for loop, we are executing. That printing of that thread output is keep in a write to file. That write to file I am calling in the run method. So here the special thing is use the keywords synchronized. When you use the synchronized, this time what happened when I call the thread t1 dot start off, t2 dot start off method. Whenever t1 dot start off method control comes to run, inside the run we call the write to file. Go to write to file. This write to file execute file loop 5 times. So your expected output is thread -1 line 1 2 3 4 5 line 1 only, like the line 5. Then after that automatically control goes to t2 dot startup method, then thread -2 line 1, like that you print 5 till 5. So like that thread 1 to 5, thread 2 1, like thread 2 again line 1 to 5, thread 2 thread 1 5 times, thread 1 thread 1 thread 1 thread 1 with line 1 2 3 4 5. After that second thread can take access and print it. This way we can avoid the problem when we access the same file. Okay, thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.